A GCAD user has asked how you put gradients into symbols, and I'll start by changing my background colour to white. What we're interested in is showing you how to apply gradients. And we'll take this block here and edit it. And can you see we've got some shading across the top? It's a bird bath. If we select the top part of it, notice that we've said it has a border and it's got a lightish grey border, the same colour in fact as the stem here, or the support post. But if we click here and come down to gradient fill, it starts with a lightish colour and ends with a darkish colour, but it's running vertically from top to bottom. We could change from going bottom to top, and you'll see the dark colour appears at the top. So you've got a choice of length of the gradient. The gradient's relatively short. Let's take it to, say, 75, and hopefully you can see the changes now. So there are lots and lots of options. This is a linear gradient. You can use point gradients. So we'll close. So I hope that gives you some idea of how to apply gradients. But I think our user is more interested in a block. This block here is Magnolia soulangeana, and if we edit it, we've got a series of leaves and flowers and so on, but the stem really looks a little ugly. If we select it and say that we'll give it a linear gradient, and we'll give it a dark start colour, we'll run vertically bottom to stop. We don't want to go sideways but up to the bottom, so we end up with a dark trunk at the base and a much lighter trunk when we're out near the extremities of the canopy. And I hope that gives you some idea how you can play with gradients in any part of your GCAD Plus drawing, and it adds a little more interest and a nicer looking output. Don't forget though that if you choose to go down that route and we want to print, we are limited now to using the Save as PDF tool. We can't print to any of the high resolution PDF writers because they won't print gradients. We've been looking for one for a long time but haven't found one. But picking Save to PDF will give you a pretty nice result. Or you could even try for something like this. I've put a rectangle and taken a linear gradient with a couple of different colours, filled it, put it to the back, and we could then print. Save it as a PDF. We'll do it at high resolution, and we'll pick a window and OK that. Pop a window around there, and we'll just call it a GCAD Plus drawing, put it on the desktop, open it with Adobe Acrobat and remove that, zoom out just a little, and with some further tweaking I'm sure you can get our drift. It's quite a high resolution file. If I zoom in, I think you'd be fairly happy that that can give the client the sort of impression you want. I much prefer the gradient to just be darker at the top and much lighter to the beginning. At the moment, that fence at the back doesn't look correct with no support, but I hope you get the drift.